And what's up, everybody, and welcome to the Gore Podcast. This is the Pod Boss, DJ Bowser, and joining me, as always, is your dockload of knowledge, Chadwick Chrisman. And the not-so-mean, big Johnny D.
What's up, Gorehounds?
And the killing machine himself, Bobby Amone. Chad, you there?
Cheers, folks.
Chad, can you hear us? Chad? I don't think Chad can hear us.
Nope.
Chad. Okay, Chad just lagged out. So
Chad has left the building.
That's two episodes in a row. We got a
He'll be
glitch
back,
out
though.
there. It's all
He'll be
good.
back.
Nope, there he is. There he is.
Happened.
Back. Oh, there he
There
is.
it is.
Back.
Okay, so today is July 12th, 2021. We got a doozy of an episode for you today, but you know what time it is. It's time for your Slice of Life. Big Johnny D, what'd you do?
Yeah, buddy. Well, I, as you guys know from a few weeks ago, because I was super excited and talked about it, I got my sweet Bruce Campbell tour this weekend that I got to go to, and that was awesome. Thankfully, it didn't rain that hard, and it waited at least till the movie started playing to rain. So that was awesome. Bruce was great, dude. His stage presence is amazing. Out of a lot of Q&As that I've seen, he's possibly one of the top three, just because it was almost like stand-up comedy, dude. Like, he was great. Like, you know, you got a couple D-holes in the fucking audience, and he knows how to play off that and just keep it fucking going. And yeah, it was great, man. If anybody gets the chance to go see his tour, if it's coming to a drive-in near you, I suggest fucking doing it. I think he's hitting Texas next weekend, if I'm not mistaken.
Nice.
So, Scoop Steves, check it out. Let's see. Other than that, I'm sad to admit, possibly funny for you guys, but sad for me, I've officially hit a peak dad moment.
Oh, no.
I got Crocs this weekend.
You'll catch me in boat shoes before I get Crocs.
You
That's
know
all
what?
I'm gonna say.
Listen, I am a flip-flop guy 100% of the time, but I can't weed eat in flip-flops. I just don't want to do that. So I was like, I need something. I don't know. I don't want to take that chance. I'm weird when it comes to like that shit, dude. Like, I'll even wear safety glasses, and my wife laughs at me all the time. I'm like, dude, you do not understand how many times I've almost got hit by stones in the eye. Like,
Dude.
no.
Gotta save it for the stream, baby. Gotta
Fucking
save it for
right,
the stream.
exactly. But yep, I got Crocs, and I was just like, God damn.
Wait a minute.
Like-
Real quick question.
Go ahead,
Do you have a recliner?
bro. This chair is
No.
a
No.
fucking
When I say recliner, I
Yes.
mean.
Oh, of course I have a recliner. That's my dad chair upstairs. But I'm
So
saying,
you
like,
hit-
even my
so-
game chair reclines, bro.
No,
Like,
listen,
of course.
that's the ultimate dad right there, because you sit back and go, "Hey, make me a sandwich."
No. Dad
Yeah.
sit back in the recliners, and it's a 5-second countdown to Snoozeville, bro. That's exactly what that is. But other than that, man,
Chair.
yeah, fucking A, dude. Other than that, just enjoyed my weekend, hung out with some great friends, and watched this movie. Like, I fucking love this movie, dude. So I'm very excited to talk about it. It's been a long time.
Shout out to your wife for representing.
Fuck yeah, dude. The wifey did represent the podcast at the Bruce Campbell tour, and that was
Very
awesome.
nice. Wonderful.
And yeah, can I just say the whole like photo thing? It was kind of set up like a con, but the coolest part was they made a facade of the cabin. So you know, you got
I did see that. I was happy that they
Yeah.
went with the facade, because I heard you talking about it on Fatality, that you weren't sure if it was going to be a facade or if it was going to be like a backdrop.
And I was thinking backdrop because of tour reasons, but nope. These guys actually have a quick little facade they put up within less than an hour, which is fucking awesome. And then, yeah, so you can go take pictures with your friends on that and shit too, like once Bruce was done with that. But dude, it was so straight up assembly line. They were like, don't touch Bruce. Don't even really say anything to him. Don't hug him. Get up there, stand on the X's, look at the camera guy. I'm going to count till 5. I'm going to take 2 fixtures, get the fuck out. And it's like, oh, I don't know. And then you get up there and you're like, hi, Mr. Campbell. He's like, Bruce, how's it going? And he like fist bump you and you're like, I'm not supposed to touch you. And he don't fucking give a shit. And then like, you're trying to like think of like some pose as he's like already posing. They're like, snap, snap, get the fuck out. And you're like, ah!
It's
And
over
then,
already.
Yeah, there you go. Like, it was like, holy shit, dude. It was fun though. It was good times. But Chad, how have you been, my brother?
I've been all right, thanks. You know, just the usual work week at work. I kind of had a little meltdown yelling at my one supervisor, but it's all good. I got it all smooth.
Did you throw a brick at him?
No, I just yelled at her
Brick
because I was pissed. But it is all smoothed over. All things are water under the bridge behind us. Buddy.
Good.
Aside from that, yeah. Aside from that, it's been pretty quiet around here. I was actually supposed to have a 2-day work week this week because I took Wednesday until next Monday off because my mother, my sister, and my niece are coming up from Texas. So I'm spending my vacation time hanging out with them. But today, Steph had to report for jury duty, and my mother-in-law got sick, so I had to call off work. So I have a 1-day work week this week, and that's just tomorrow.
Yeah,
That's not bad.
buddy. The trade-off was, though, I used my free wellness day to take today off, so it doesn't really count against me, which I was going to use for that Friday, but TO hours that I can just use for no big deal. I just got to make sure I get the request in on time.
Hell yeah, bud.
Hell yeah.
But aside from that, today I just spent the evening, sitting there playing my SNES Classic with Cameron, with my son. So we had a couple good hours sitting there playing games. Yeah, like I said, been pretty quiet. Bobby, how about you, brother?
Well, I don't have a dad moment or an NES right now. I got a drinking problem. Give me a second.
Yeah. What are you drinking? What are we sipping?
A little bit of Johnny Walker, Black Label.
Ooh.
Oh.
But a little something. But no, it was a chill weekend. I went and saw Fast 9 on Friday with my girlfriend. Typical Fast and Furious movie, but it was good though. A lot of good twists in it, so it was enjoyable. And Saturday was us hanging out, and then we were doing a bunch of other things, and then we went to dinner. Why is he laughing? I'm not entirely sure.
I think it was the twist comment.
Oh, probably.
I don't think there's any twist in the Fast and Furious. It's just like, wow, this is ridiculous.
But you know what I mean. But anyway,
I do.
Anyway, so we went to dinner, and then we watched the UFC fights and all that fun stuff on Saturday night at her place. And then yesterday was going to Walmart's and trying to find figures that are exclusive, which is a bitch. It's a bitch.
Bro, everybody still got that COVID money, man. Just spending that shit.
Fuck your COVID money. I want my fucking figures. Fuck you.
Wait, which?
What were you looking for, handsome?
They have the new Frankenstein one.
Ah.
But it's not an overly colored one. It's like the perfect shade.
The basic bitch one, yeah.
Yeah. And I'm like looking for. I'm like, I need it.
Yeah,
But
I think I know what you're talking about. They did a whole run of classic monsters, and they're like the very stripped down basic version.
Well, they
like
released that one first. The grayscale's not out yet. Grayscale's coming out soon, and then they're doing the Wolfman.
Yeah.
Ryan Gosling.
Yes. But no, it was just a chill weekend, hanging out with my girlfriend and a few other people, and then that was it. That's about it. And
you did a machine shop.
And yes, I did that last Wednesday.
Yeah.
And then Tuesday, whatever day it was. And then I have another episode coming up tomorrow afternoon with a good friend of mine by Paul Sutt. So tune into that when it's up. We'll have lots to talk about. He's got a lot of shit up his sleeve. That's all I'm going to say.
Nice.
So, and like I said, drinking problem.
Working on it.
But that's about it.
It's a work in progress.
That's
It's
right.
just been chill. And I got a few other things I've been working on, and then other things outside of all of that. But it's been good. So good and chill. Working on a lot of future things besides projects, career things. But that's not needed for here. TJ, what about you, boss man?
Well, I did a lot of podcasting stuff, as I say every week. Podcast here, podcast there, podcast everywhere, and all that stuff. Got an Arrow video box here. Got the Burb with the crystal plumage 4K. Look at that fucking handsome bastard. Center stage, fucking mint. You know, I watched an unboxing video the other day, and somebody took the fucking tape off the back and ripped the whole matting off the back of his packaging. And he's like, "Oh, that's unfortunate." I laughed my fucking ass off. I probably shouldn't have, but I was like, and he kept it in the video. He made the video anyway. He finished that fucking thing. I was just like, good for you, buddy. You persevered. Anyway, I'm going to take that fucking comment off there. Just realized that. Yep. Yeah, so they announced Jack Frost 2 on Blu-ray.
Yes.
I'm over the fucking moon. That's getting pre-ordered. The Fourth Victim from Severn Films, that's getting pre-ordered. And now since getting that, The Cat O' Nine Tails 4K. You're coming home to me, buddy. More Argento for days. But you know what I'm excited to talk about? This week's fucking film. And that is The Frighteners from 1996, directed by the one and only Peter Jackson, written by Fran Walsh and Peter Jackson, produced by Peter Jackson and Jamie Selkirk, starring Michael J. Fox as Frank Bannister, Trini Alvarado as Lucy Linsky, Peter Dobson as Ryan Linsky, Ryan Aston as the judge, Jeffrey Combs as Milton Dammer, should have been Crispin Glover, Dee Wallace Stone as Patricia Bradley, Jake Busey as Johnny Bartlett, Chi McBride as Cyrus, Jim Fye as Stour?
I should say Stewart.
Yeah.
Stewart.
Little typing mishap. Sorry, guys.
I am Ron Burgundy. If it's typed up like that, I will read it.
Jim
Fye as Stewart, Troy Evans as Sheriff Perry, Juliana McCarthy as Old Lady Bradley, Ollie Army as Hiles, Elizabeth Hawthorne as Magna, Reese Jones. Music by Danny Elfman, and it is wonderful cinematography by John Blick and Alun Bollinger. Edited by Jamie Selkirk, distributed by Universal Pictures, released July 19th, 1996, runtime of 110 minutes. Budget 26 million, gross 29.5 million. Bombed at the box office.
Yeah, that sucks.
Unfortunately, yeah.
It's because they put it up against Independence Day.
Oh.
It did also have
a juggernaut.
One of the longest post-production schedules in history.
Yeah.
Okay. Hell yeah. So, Chad?
Let's roll that beautiful bean footage.
It's the beans.
There has been a destructive force unleashed on this town such as I have never seen.
Oh my God, I don't believe this is not happening!
We have got a poltergeist!
Okay, well, folks, I can do a clearance, but it's not going to be cheap. Although I do offer a 6-month guarantee.
That fellow takes us totally for granted.
Hey, Stuart, in or out, huh?
Frank Bannister had a remarkable ability
Psychic investigator?
to communicate with the dead.
You can see spirits?
Emanations are normally confined to the cemetery,
You cannot push spirits around!
although they do escape.
And an uncanny knack
We're gonna scare the living daylights out of your parents.
for making a profit off the living.
We're supposed to be his business partners.
Everyone says that you're a fraud, but I've seen what you can do.
Give it up, Frank. Death ain't no way to make a living.
But now, some things put the fear of death in the living
What is happening to me?
and sent the dead running for their lives.
I've seen a figure in a cape.
That was the soul collector. When your number's up, that's it.
Frank, we got problems. All these murders that have been going on in Fairwater, they're gonna pin them on you.
From Universal Pictures and Robert Zemeckis
You're next, pal.
and acclaimed director Peter Jackson.
We don't stop till the screaming starts, you dig?
The Frighteners.
That trailer is
buddy.
just so much fun.
What the hell was that intro music? That sounded very familiar.
What was that?
Beetlejuice?
Oh, wait a minute.
What's that? Was it Beetlejuice?
Was it?
It sounded like it was in a different
It was definitely Danny
tuning
Elfman.
and sound. Yeah.
Dude, maybe they did just rip it from Beetlejuice or like Nightmare on Christmas or something. Nightmare Before Christmas or some bullshit.
Quite possible.
Dude, it sounded. Dude, that sounded straight from another movie, and I just can't place it.
May have been Edward Scissorhands too. It's hard to say.
Ooh. Mm-hmm. Fuck.
All of Elfman's work is very derivative of his other work, similar to Harry Manfredini.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
John Williams falls into that trope too.
Yep.
Yes.
I've listened to enough of his stuff where you can pick it up.
Hell yeah. Dudes, so let's discuss.
Yes.
Chad, this was your pick, I believe, correct?
Yeah, this is my first time watching it in almost 20 years, I got to say. So it's a little bit more, of a, what do I want to say? It's almost kind of more fresh to me because I haven't seen it in so long. I forgot what happened. Like I remember bits and pieces, but this is almost like a first viewing. It's been that long.
Oh, okay.
Like it's probably back in the VHS days when I last saw it.
I was gonna say I remembered most of it, except for somehow I completely forgot about Jeffrey Combs' character, and I don't know how. But holy shit, dude! And now you mentioned, oh fuck, what the hell was his name?
Crispin Glover.
Crispin Glover.
Yeah.
The wife and I, for some reason, I kept saying, I was like, I'm like, dude, his facial. I kept getting Jim Carrey.
Crispin
I don't know
Glover's
why.
character and Charlie's Angels.
Yes, 100%.
Okay, I was gonna say either that or Willard, but it's pretty much yeah.
Or just Crispin Glover in real
Or
life.
Crispin Glover.
He's a weird guy.
Yes,
He is.
He's an odd duck. That is for sure. Dude, this movie it's a fun movie. I mean, I laughed my ass off. The CGI,
it's like a more grown up Beetlejuice almost.
a little bit. I mean, Beetlejuice has kind of got it's still grown up humor in it too.
Oh, it's got very grown up.
Yeah, it does.
But
Yeah.
this one, yes, has a lot more. Obviously, it's got people getting killed off and everything. Not like terribly killed off, but nonetheless, and the stuff, and especially when we get towards the end, when they're doing the whole scene in the hospital and shit like that.
I remember watching this a lot as growing up as a kid. It was always on TV. So I watched it like all the time. And I enjoy it. I always thought it was I didn't think it was a perfect movie, but I'm like, this is a fun movie. That's why I loved watching it.
I definitely had it on DVD at some point.
John, going back to what you were talking about, the scene in the hospital. I know what you talk about, the death scene. You know why that scene happened? It's because Peter Jackson was fucking pissed because he kept getting slapped with an R rating, so he went back and reshot that death to earn that R rating.
Okay, nice. No, I mean, okay. Big elephant in the room is it's 1996 and it's not the best CGI even in 1996.
Not an excuse. It's because of how heavy the movie relies on CGI. Again, may I reference Starship Troopers and just show you how the dynamic range of, you compare this, another big budget film, to that. Both films use CGI pretty heavily, and that looks waves better, and it still stands up today.
Yeah.
So, okay, but he went with the Weta Workshop for this, and this was their first CGI ever.
Okay,
so you can blame their inexperience for a good part of that. They had no idea what they were doing.
This film relies heavily on that because it uses that wall push trope that so much.
Which, okay, this is where I want to say, like, it's not all the CGI that I'm not gonna trash on, because I still feel the ghost look fine. Like,
well, yeah, because that's a classic film technique.
Right. Their presence of it and everything like that, and the shit that they do all looks fine. It's just the wall stuff, and especially in the beginning. Like, I don't know why. I can't speak for you guys, but it just reminded me of The Haunting.
See, like the Reaper jump up on the bank during the daytime and then attack his wife. That scene where we see that looks like complete shit.
When his memory at the end there? Okay.
And then you could totally tell at the end that where Jake Busey's character is holding the girl down, that he's not actually touching her. It looks like hell.
Yeah. But I said in our discussion prior to the start of the show, I feel like the really shitty CGI kind of almost brings it to a more cartoonish level, and it adds to the comedy even more. It kind of detracts from the real dark storyline that actually is going on.
It's a very John Constantine storyline, isn't it?
Fucking A, dude.
A little bit, yeah.
I mean, even the trench coat and shit that he wears around.
Ooh, quick side note. I caught up on all the 52 movies for the animated, so I'm on Justice League Dark Apocalypse now. That's my last one to watch. Yeah. And I'm ready to cry, but I don't care. We're going to, sorry.
You see why I'm so, happy about this? Yeah.
I mean, I love those, but let's go back to Frighteners. You just said that, and it just reminded me of that real quick.
We need a show to talk about it on. That's all. That's
fine. That's what the podcast roundtable for.
That could be done.
Yeah, Chad's working on something. So.
Mm-hmm. But
I got some gears turning. Me and TJ were talking.
This movie, like I said, it's funny. It's. I feel like it's one that you could probably show, not like the youngest of kids.
10
but up. Yeah. Well, I guess it all depends on the kids too. Really.
I would even say 7.
What's the rating?
No, it was
on
R.
This?
It was R.
What makes it R?
Yeah.
It was just that NC. It was probably the callback to when they were killing everybody in the hospital and shit.
That could be.
That's probably like the most.
Nothing about the necrophilia jokes.
Well, I mean, it could be a little bit of that.
I mean, come on, Judge was getting it on while he was in that museum.
Right, he got his ectoplasm.
I like it when they lie still like that.
All right, that was a fucked up line, right?
Yeah,
that was
Only Peter Jackson, people.
Oh,
Yeah,
and John asked it to deliver it.
Beautiful. Great.
Beautiful.
No, this and you. So, what the hell's his name? The buddy there in the disco suit and shit. I couldn't remember where I've actually known him from, and I don't know if you guys ever watched any of the Avengers like cartoon series. I think he's fucking.
Let me look.
he's Jesus.
I wanted more Jake Busey.
He's
I'm
animated
sure
Samuel L.
Brody-
Jackson, dude.
I'm sure Brody can agree with me.
He's Nick
I
Fury.
want more Jake Busey for days. It's just he's criminally underrated, and I think that he should have been utilized more. A lot
Especially
more.
because the last movie I saw him in was trash, but it wasn't his fault. It was just the movie sucked.
It wasn't Roadhouse 2, was it?
No, it was The Predator.
Oh,
and
okay.
It was terrible. Yeah, we talked about that last week.
We
We're not going
did.
to talk about
Yes,
this.
we
again.
did.
It was garbage.
Fucking A.
But Busey was in it. He was there.
He was.
Them shiny.
I'm pretty
pearly
sure.
whites.
I'm pretty sure I saw Jake Busey in Starship Troopers before this. So the whole time I'm watching it
Agreed.
and seeing him, it's like, oh, that's Ace.
No, yeah.
Hey, iRobot and Gone in 60 Seconds. You would have seen
Yes.
the 70s dude from. Yes.
I've never seen iRobot.
Oh,
but I
yeah,
have
yeah,
seen.
Gone in
I
60
like
Seconds.
iRobot was a decent.
I remember now.
He's also in Pushing Daisies
Didn't see that.
and Ultimate Avengers. He's Chief Elder.
I was gonna say, I know. I mean, he's Nick Fury in all the like
Jefferson
animated
Smith
Marvel
in the
shit,
Max
dude,
Steel
so.
TV series.
Like he said one line. I'm just like, why does that sound so familiar? Like, and it was that Instant Hunt.
Fair enough.
But I mean, gentlemen, what else do we have to discuss on this before we go behind the curtain? Any thoughts?
I just feel this movie doesn't get, well, now maybe it does, but just back then, it just didn't get the recognition it should have deserved. I think everybody went into it, at least at the time, as more of a horror film than
Okay.
a comedy thriller, I call it. And
I can tell you why I probably didn't do as good. He's coming off of what's the other film? Heavenly Bodies. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that film destroyed. That film was great. Okay. And that film literally is the reason why he got this film, because Robert Zemeckis and Michael J. Fox watched that film and was like, let's fucking do this. And so they made this film. The issue was, again, those post-production issues. So whenever you have this in your head that Homeboy's going to deliver this awesome movie, then it takes forever to get here, and it turns out completely different than what you expect, and then the CGI is wah 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 wah. Yeah, this is what you get. I mean, we can go back and look at it now because Michael J. Fox movies. This is kind of when his period started to really slow down. So we kind of look at this and we're like, "Fuck, this is like one of the last great works."
Right. Because I think it was 2 years after the fact is when he actually came out publicly with his Parkinson's.
Yeah.
I feel like this was like, because I was thinking about that too. I was like, was this like his last big movie?
Yeah.
Like
It was. The reason is he didn't like being away from his family. So after
fair.
this, that's when he went back to doing TV shows. Because immediately the same year this came out, is when he started doing Spin City.
Which I loved Spin City, dude. That was a
Dude,
great
that show was hilarious.
Mayor was fucking phenomenal.
Fucking Cameron from Ferris
Oh
Bueller
my
killed
God,
that.
dude. He was
So
yeah.
funny.
That's a whole other show right there, dude. Spin City. I mean, I feel like the jokes still hit. Like it doesn't. Besides the CGI being dated, other than that, I feel like it still holds up pretty well.
Yeah,
It's a Peter Jackson film. The story's pretty safe.
Right.
I agree with that 100%.
The writing and everything keeps it all nice and tight.
That's all well and good.
There we go.
Katie's cutting in.
Yeah.
Snip fucking snip. Fucking duty there, my fellow compadres. It is I, your mother flipping DKB here, back for another episode of Gore, and this week I'm here to talk to you about Peter Jackson's The Frighteners. Now, The Frighteners to me is definitely that stepping stone for Peter Jackson's film career. I mean, previously brought out Heavenly Creatures that got Oscar nominated. From that moment then on, people in the film industry started noticing him a bit more, and they're like, you know what? let's start throwing a bunch of money at Mr. Jackson. So, hence The Frighteners. Now, The Frighteners is definitely one of them films that outside of the horror genre, I feel flew under the radar. But inside the horror community, it's a well-known film. Everyone's heard of it. I mean, you got Michael J. Fox as the lead. It's got some interesting characters in there, like you got Jake Busey as the killer. Spoiler alert! Don't give a fuck. Not to mention old mate from Reanimator. I do apologise for forgetting his name. It's on the tip of my tongue, but fuck it, you'll know who I'm talking about.
Jeffrey
Combs.
Jesus Christ! I think that the whole production designs are fantastic.
That was the comb indeed.
From the cemetery to the old homestead mansions. Yeah, it looks great. It gives that gothic atmosphere that I fucking beat my dick off over. What else? The acting's phenomenal in this film. I mean, even the cameo from Ali Emi, it's awesome stuff. But yeah, overall, like I said, the storytelling in the film is kind of it's been done before, but I do like how he still puts a little bit of a twist on it, and you get these twists and turns throughout the film, and it definitely makes it a fun and entertaining ride from start to finish, I do find. But yeah, even the cinematography in this film, I think is great. It's not too over the top. It's nothing special, but it just works for this film. And I really do appreciate that about this film. I mean, Peter Jackson's always been very handy behind the fucking camera himself. So, to bring that on board as a director, he definitely knows what he wants and he gets it. And, especially being a independent filmmaker. So, yeah, in saying that, I'm going to have to give this a Gore score of I'm going to give it a 3.9. So, this is your DKB signing out this week. Hope you're having a great evening, gentlemen, and I shall catch you on next week's episode. Cheers.
Later, as always, Brody Kane. Wonderful.
Thank you, Mr. Kane. We love you.
Hey, guys, you know what we didn't do?
Yeah, I was just going to say, Chad, guess what we need?
We didn't do the plot rundown.
You might as well go away, buddy, because it was your pick.
Actually, can somebody else read it real quick? I want to step outside and check on the kids because Steph's not home yet.
Yeah,
give me 1 minute. Thanks.
I have a little song I can play.
Do you now?
I do.
Would it be about a mountain?
Jesus Christ.
Bobby, the king of Meat Mountain. A man comes around and you ain't gonna stop him. They call him Hogzilla, the big time thriller. The man dresses like a fucking killer. Yeah, 6'3", he's tougher than nails. Fucking your mama doing rails. More like breaking bones cause he's in the zone. I'm tired of yelling at this fucking microphone.
Oh, fucking beautiful. Fucking beauty.
There we go, and Chad's back.
Oh, okay, sorry, guys. Kids are good.
That's all good. We used the little break to play the Bobby song, so.
Damn
Chad's like, you motherfucker.
You know something? I'm
rhinoceros.
I'm out of drink. I think I need a bottle.
So we still need to do that plot roundup.
All right, so a series of unexplained heart attack-style deaths have the community of Fairwater terrorized. It's a business opportunity, though, for Frank Bannister, a former architect who, after a traumatic car crash that killed his wife, has psychic mojo to see and interact with ghosts. Ooh. With the help of 3 rebellious spook cohorts, Bannister stages fake hauntings at bereaved households and charges fees to perform phony exorcisms. But Bannister becomes the suspect in the ongoing deaths, especially after an occult-obsessed FBI agent, Crispin Glover, arrives in town and fixes the problem.
Just Crispin Glover as himself.
Frank fights to save further victims from the new menace, a robe-wearing serial killer phantom who's so vicious he can even kill other ghosts. Yeah, I skipped the Dementor lookalikes because nobody cares.
Hey, I'm a Harry Potter guy. I enjoy it.
That was the deal breaker. After Robert Zemeckis worked with Crispin Glover on so many Back to the Future films, he's like, so I need to have a Crispin Glover character.
Him on number 2.
One.
Yeah,
he only
worked
one.
On the he got recasted on the second one. That's why he was
that's because all those legal and bullshit issues they had with him. So yeah, that's not him in the second one, nor the third.
Yeah, but he got some shit actually like They're settled in the Actors Guild because of that, right?
Yeah, he got a ton of money out of it.
Oh yeah,
there's a whole story like that. That story could be a podcast itself.
I would say he probably ended up with more money than if he would have actually been in the movie.
Yeah,
right. But I'm saying like they actually set a precedence at that point too, right? Like didn't they make it like a mandate of I can't remember what the fuck it was, but
I
know. Yeah, sweet.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Okay, so we discussed. Should we look behind the curtain?
I'd be delighted.
Can we take a peek behind that dress? I mean that curtain.
Ooh, stick a gander under that flock.
Okay, so Michael J. Fox repeatedly blew his lines by calling the judge Doc, the name of Christopher Lloyd's character in the Back to the Future trilogy.
I could see that. Doc, I mean Judd. Fuck.
That's funny.
It was during filming this on location in New Zealand that Michael J. Fox made up his mind he'd had enough of being away from his family making movies, decided to head back to the small screen and star in a new sitcom that was Spin City in 96. This actually did turn out to be his last leading role in a film, like we mentioned before.
Mm-hmm. Sad day.
Yeah, and
he's a great actor, man. Like, I mean, obviously, he was going through shit, so.
Yeah, he certainly was.
I mean, shit, Spin City went for like, what, 4 or 5 seasons at least, I think?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, it went pretty decent, so.
Then didn't he like leave the show and they carried on for like another season?
He stepped out and they tried putting it on and he came back for like a cameo role or something. Like, you know what I mean? Like he came back to like help like, clean it up and yeah. God damn it, Bobby. Son of a bitch.
It's all your fault. It's all your fault that I have these terrible jokes that I can't say.
Oh.
Okay.
All I'm going to say is just for everybody out there, I had nothing to do.
Okay, so no other actor other than Michael J. Fox was considered for the role of Frank Bannister. Peter Jackson and Franny Walsh were having a meeting with Robert Zemeckis about the film, and his name came up. Jackson liked the idea and sent the script to Fox. The rest is history.
Shit.
AKA Keanu Reeves was too busy filming Speed.
I don't think it would have worked.
Speed was 95, right? That was a year prior.
But remember, this had a lot of post-production.
Right.
I'm just saying because he played Constantine, and this could easily be John Constantine. I'm just saying.
Dude,
you might not be wrong, though.
Yeah. I'm excited that he's going to reprise that.
Yo, yeah, that should be good.
Is that a done deal, or is that just
I'm pretty sure that was confirmed, but
we just need Keanu Reeves as Constantine and fucking Batfleck in the same film.
I liked Constantine. I thought it was a cool movie.
I thought it was a good movie too. Yeah,
all over the place, dude. If you gave me Batfleck and fucking Reeves oh my god,
it'd be a catcher in the kids in that fucking day. Just fucking left and right.
Pretty bad. He'd be slipping on the floor.
I get a mop.
Yeah.
Okay, Michael J. Fox performed many of his own stunts in the film. Ironically, he broke his foot by a simple fall while filming in the forest at night. Peter Jackson said Fox's injury was actually a blessing in disguise because it allowed him to work on the script some more and edit some of the film's scenes while Fox recovered for a week.
Oh.
Damn, for a week.
I was going to say a week.
Unlike 80-year-old Harrison Ford falling repeatedly in Indiana Jones 5.
Yeah, I heard about that.
That man just let that man be, okay?
Listen. Nothing will ever beat the original. Nothing will ever beat the original. Nothing will ever beat the original.
No, it won't. And I respect his dedication to still wanting to do his own stunts. But my God,
no,
put that
you
shit
gotta
on the
learn.
shelf.
You gotta learn at a point, man. Like,
you think you would have learned when Hellboy almost broke his leg, fucking running through the Millennium Falcon again? Like
it's like SpongeBob, you know what I'm talking about.
He just doesn't. And no offense to Harrison Ford, he's one of my favorite. He just doesn't look like he could do a lot of the stunts anymore. I'm not saying that.
No, because he's what? He's like late 70s.
Yeah.
As much as I love Indiana Jones, they should have just let it die.
Let it go, dude.
Yeah.
Keep the fourth one was able to watch.
No, it wasn't. It was horrible.
Now, what if you recast? What if you did a Indiana Jones, like either newer or younger, but you used the dude that played in Solo as not Solo?
I shouldn't even have to answer that. I'm 100% for that.
Okay,
absolutely do that.
Yeah, I've never watched it, so I'd have to take.
But if you're gonna do a younger Indiana Jones, you can't do a prequel. They already did one. So
Young Indiana Jones Chronicles.
Yeah, I know. I used to watch this shit. Shit, man, I used to have the books on tape when I was a kid of the Young Indiana's Adventures.
Yeah, it's Adventures.
One of those ones where you'd be like, when you hear the whip, turn the page. Yeah. That takes you back.
That's
Anyway.
Okay. Charles Starkweather, the real life serial killer referenced to the movie, killed 11 people and 2 dogs during a nearly 2-month killing spree. His 14-year-old girlfriend, Carol Fugate, accompanied him for and participated in most of the killings. He was caught, tried, convicted, and executed by the electric chair in a 17-month span. Fugate was sentenced to life in prison, but was paroled after serving 17 years. So this is based in part on that, even though this particular serial killer was referenced as being his favorite.
Huh.
He also mentioned Bundy too, didn't he?
Right
there. Yeah.
Damn it.
You'll tell him whenever he reaches his number. Look at Brody trying to bait us into an argument.
Indiana Brody, message me after the show. We got
Yeah, that's bait.
Brody, he needs to work on his trolling game. That's lame. That's just
just easy enough.
It was Jeffrey Combs who suggested the Adolf Hitler-inspired haircut for the character to show Dahmer's extreme sense of nationalism after serving his country for so long. Combs also suggested 2 ear appliances, which made his ears stick out quite comically, and he suggested several of the chest tattoos.
Yeah, that was I wanted like a better. I almost should have paused that shit because I wanted to be like, wow, dude. Like, I just wanted to look at each like individual piece and shit.
That was.
You just wanted to see more shirtless Jeffrey Combs. Don't lie.
I mean,
John.
who doesn't? Yeah. Hopefully, we'll get in Reanimator 3. We'll see. Yeah, right.
When Fran Walsh and Peter Jackson were writing the part of the drill sergeant in the graveyard, they wrote the part as a spoof of R. Lee Ermey's character in Full Metal Jacket, with the intention of getting an actor in New Zealand for the role, but they didn't feel the actors who auditioned were right, and finally ended up approaching Ermey himself.
Love it.
I mean, what better man to spoof his own shit? Like,
we needed a disgruntled fucking military general. Perfect.
Give me 1 second, guys.
And a real one too, nonetheless.
Right? I love that man and everything he's in, dude. Like, I used to watch the show Mail Call all the time.
And he wasn't. I mean, he was in a lot, but it wasn't a lot. Like, you know what I mean?
No, it was just enough to where, like, as soon as you heard that first voice, that first thing he said, you're like, yeah, buddy.
And I got to tell you something. I love his performances, but I got one of my favorite things was the commercial. You know what makes me sad? You do, you jackwagon. Issue, cry baby. Starts like,
fucking love it, dude.
Anyway, continue, Chad.
Okay, where was I?
R. Lee Ermey.
Director Peter Jackson and executive producer Robert Zemeckis unsuccessfully campaigned to have the film released in October for Halloween week. The studio, however, wanted it for a summer release. The move ultimately backfired as it didn't do well in gross earnings.
Yeah.
See, that's why we were going with the Jim Carrey. I could see Jim Carrey's face, like, when Combs was doing his weird, like, eyebrow stuff and everything. I don't know.
He was way too big in 96.
Yeah, I think wasn't
that dude ruled the world.
The Mask. That was the year of the Mask.
The Mask was 90.
The Mask was 95.
Oh, yeah, no, that's right, 95. That's right,
right. Prime Carrey years.
So he's already after
comedy. Yeah.
I don't know if the second Ace Ventura is out yet.
I think
I want to say
97 is Ace Ventura: When Nature Calls.
Okay. I think 96. I think 96 was Cable Guy.
Yeah. Ooh,
yeah.
Cable Guy. I love that fucking movie. That's like a thriller. Right? It's so underrated. Fuck.
It is, dude. He's just fucking.
Hey, boys, laugh it up. You know what I'm saying? It's just there's things about that. You know, coming soon, guys. Project Louder.
Yeah.
Okay, continuing. Weta Digital Limited, Peter Jackson's visual effects company, had to expand their capacity from 1 to 35 computers in order to meet the visual effects demand for this movie. They had good use for them afterwards, as their next project was the Lord of the Rings trilogy.
Wow. You all right there, bud?
I'm good.
Take a puff.
Hate on it all you want. It's extremely popular, dude.
It is.
Yeah, fuck. Yeah, so is Fast and the Furious. Doesn't mean it's good.
I got no problems with that either.
Yeah, really, I don't either.
They're popcorn movies. They're not supposed to be Shakespeare.
Now he's really got a point there.
Well, now I want to see Shakespeare in Fast 10.
Okay, and most of the Fast and Furious movies are better than the majority of the Transformers movies.
Hammett with Jamie Kennedy is a fucking classic.
That is, you're probably not.
Did she say the password is fourth kin?
Yeah.
Fourth kin.
Oh man, laughing it up.
Anyway,
Chad Daddy.
The film was originally made to be PG-13. However, the MPAA thought the film was too intense for the rating and gave it an R. No matter how much Peter Jackson would edit the movie to try and get the desired rating, the ratings board would keep it R, including citing some reasons like a door was shot by a gun too many times. Jackson, being angry that he toned himself down for nothing, changed a death scene in the movie to be more graphic in order to make the rating feel more deserving. And that's the death scene that I mentioned before.
Hell
kudos to him. You know,
Jake
something-
Busey was just too scary. Let's be honest, MPA.
Here's those
Jake
teeth. He has his big Gary Busey teeth.
What's the acronym that 70s Ghost says about the? Is it the AAACP?
AAA.
The African American Apparition.
Oh yeah.
Coalition.
AAC. Yeah.
Yeah, that was. That's
Coalition.
just that little quirky dialogue was just so fucking funny.
He was hilarious.
It was.
He was.
And the women up here, man.
It's not yet your time.
Stewart's a chick magnet.
He was. Okay, continuing on. Tom Cruise, Matthew Broderick, Johnny Depp, John Cusack, and Danny DeVito were considered for the part of Frank Bannister if Michael J. Fox turned it down.
Cusack.
I want to see a Danny DeVito.
I would have
paid.
paid. I would have paid good money to see Danny DeVito.
Danny
Danny
DeVito,
yes.
He would have been more of a character than the fucking ghosts.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I am happy that he didn't turn it down.
That's
Same.
Danny DeVito in that role. See, the problem is I'm thinking Danny DeVito, but I'm thinking Always Sunny Danny DeVito, which is way more cracked out Danny
And then I
DeVito.
started blasting.
That's right. Listen, when I'm dead, just throw me in the trash. I don't give a shit. Exactly how I feel.
His no face is my favorite. It's just like,
Where'd you get a pair of jeans? I got them from under the bridge where I always get my clothes. What? You just boil them a little bit, you're good to go. Oh,
Continuing
shit,
on.
dude.
That should be another podcast right there.
Always
God.
Sunny podcast. Oh my
Oh,
god, dude! I'm behind in the last few seasons too, but I would.
Yeah, it's called
gladly
It's Always
catch it.
Louder.
It's
Oh, there you go.
It's always louder in Pittsburgh. Fuck Philly.
There you go.
The shooting script originally included another character to Cemetery called the Gatekeeper, a big chubby angel who would be acting as the cemetery's guardian. A large gatekeeper prop was created and some scenes with him were filmed. However, these were omitted from the film as Peter Jackson couldn't really find a good explanation for the angel's presence. Therefore, most of his role was taken over by the Sergeant Hiles character.
Aha,
Fair enough.
interesting.
That kind of would have been more funny though to have like a gatekeeper that, just couldn't keep up. Yeah.
Okay, I just had a brilliant idea. The Gatekeeper played by Horatio Sands. That writes itself right there.
Rick Moranis.
Or Danny DeVito.
Was Horatio Sands around? Like, was his name even around in '96?
Yeah, he was doing stand-up comedy. I think he was. Isn't that right around the time he did Dirty Work with Norm Macdonald?
Oh, you know what? You might be right.
Criminally underrated. Norm
might-
Macdonald,
Oh my God, that movie's
you
so
are a
funny.
national treasure. I don't care what Twitter says about you.
Dude, Norm Macdonald's great. His stand-up is amazing.
Yeah, it is.
I love his wiener dog bit.
Dude, his Howard Stern stuff is awesome.
Look at that, dude. Norm Macdonald.
He had a show too, didn't he?
Oh
The
no!
Gatekeeper.
Bill Cosby is gay.
Bill Cosby roofing the dead, the ghost.
Jesus Christ, Shaq.
So you got to do his face though. You got to do the.
Yeah, the how free are you this weekend?
Oh, continuing. Originally, the judge did not vanish from the film after the museum scene.
I'm getting myself.
More scenes of the judge were filmed after he was cut in half, including him crawling around on his hands in the museum, Frank meeting him during the cemetery battle in which he would help Frank fight the Reaper, after which he remarks, "Gotta hand it to you, Frankie, you defeated death himself," and an appearance at the end where he and the dog say goodbye to Frank and head out west. These scenes were cut due to pacing reasons and were not added back in for the director's cut due to insufficient funds to properly finish the effects, but they can be viewed on the deleted scenes section of the making of documentary.
All right. Good to know.
Fucking Brody.
Yeah, that's how it happens.
It's been that way for years, apparently.
Shouldn't there be like an eggplant or something in there with those emojis?
That comes after the fact.
Oh, Christ. Joe Montana auditioned for the role of Milton Dammers.
Joe Montana?
Joe Montana's a quarterback, you moron.
I know that. That's why I said it. Duh.
Dan Marino.
Dan Marino laces out.
Laces out.
I think
Dan.
I believe Bobby was making a Waterboy reference too, by the way.
Hey, speaking of that, AEW owns the rights to the Captain Insano character, and Paul White 2 weeks ago on Monday hinted at Captain Insano coming to AEW.
Ooh.
Really?
They bought the rights to that character.
That's hilarious. Yeah.
Okay, all I'm gonna say is we remember what his finisher was in the movie, right? The eye poke.
Yep.
I just can't wait till it fucking happens in real life. Fucking 7 foot tall Paul White just going.
I want to wind up for that bitch, dude. You know what I mean? Like the crowd, like.
Do you think Ric Flair will be pissed though? Because that's kind of his thing,
right?
You kidding me? Ric Flair will walk in and go, "Woo, baby!"
Ric Flair is an American treasure. He's great.
Yes.
Keep it going. In order to trick the audience into believing that Patricia Bradley was innocent of the Fairwater murders, Peter Jackson specifically wanted Dee Wallace for the part. He figured her role as Elliot's mother in E.T. the Extraterrestrial was about the sweetest character you could find, and therefore no one in the studio audience and the audience would suspect her.
I could see that. Yeah.
Yeah.
She looks good with dark hair, by the way.
She was kind of old, so
still did it for me.
Yeah,
Eh.
yeah, exactly.
Hey, man.
Don't hate. Don't hate.
It's the crazy. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Anyways.
And finally,
that's one of the actresses I need to get to yell obscenities at Chad, Dee Wallace.
That'd be awesome.
Wasn't she just at the last Steel City Con?
She was, and I contemplated getting something autographed, but I didn't think that she'd swear on it. So,
that would be fantastic.
Was that the one in April, or
the one in April, or the one I went to in
okay, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Onward.
And finally, the director's cut, until recently seen only on Laserdisc, which is now available on DVD, contains 14 minutes of additional footage. It includes additional screen time for the judge, extra scenes at Frank's home with Stuart and Cyrus, 2 extra scenes at the jail featuring Stuart, Cyrus, and Dammers, and an additional dialogue for Dammers as he recalls some of his horrific undercover assignments.
Fucking A.
Interesting.
That would have been cool to go down that rabbit hole.
Hey,
Yeah,
did I tell you that Severin release of Freddy Got Fingered features 20 extra minutes?
Of Freddy getting fingered?
Yep.
Nice.
Pass.
I was more excited about
Oh wait, it's not Freddy Got Fingered. No, it's not. It's
what did you post today?
Severin's release of Drop Dead Fred. Sorry.
Oh,
Drop Dead Fred
okay.
has 20 extra minutes. There's
I'll
an
say-
entire
Okay, that I did not notice.
yeah.
I just thought it was dropped. I didn't realize it had extra footage.
Well, the original release didn't, and then whenever they contacted the cinematographer the editor for an interview, he was like, "What about the bonus scenes?" And they're like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "Well, I got 20 minutes and an entire 8-minute sequence of a thing called Fredland, where he goes to like an amusement park that's all Fred themed, and he hangs out with all these other fucking like imaginary friends or some shit like that. It's something along those lines." They removed it due to pacing issues.
Oh, all right.
Okay.
Yeah.
What that Evolution Blu-ray that you mentioned today, is that have anything extra?
I think that's
saw
just
you
a
posted
Paramount, isn't it? See, what happened
it?
is
Yeah.
I think like in the last 3 months, Paramount's like, we got movies, don't we? Like, yeah, we should
start
sell them.
doing something with them.
Yeah. So you'll
Dude,
see
I
like a
love
lot of these
Evolution,
movies.
too.
You're like, wait, these haven't been out yet. And it's like,
Yeah, just like
Right.
they should sell Chainsaw 3 to Scream Factory and give us an ultimate of that. But what do I know? Excuse me. Sorry, bye.
but yes, Evolution, superbly fucking underrated. Jesus Christ.
Definitely.
Oh yeah, dude.
Ugh.
There's another Ivan Reitman classic, bro.
Okay, so here's one thing that makes me mad is everybody sees Sean William Scott and all they think is Stifler, but you really need to see him in this and The Rundown with The Rock.
Dude, I love him in the Rundown.
Range.
He's
That was
great.
I did not
Rundown
see-
was fantastic.
Little
I did
lightning.
not see the rundown. so I will
and
have to put it on.
Bulletproof Monk was another good one with him.
Okay, so don't watch Southland Tales because even though he's got range in that movie's just fucking crazy off the rails, dude. This is weird. Like,
All right, the rundown is on my.
Are we
list.
on the questions yet?
Yeah.
we're on
we're-
big question. And
Oh.
my big question for you, gentlemen, is if you had Bannister's power, what would you do with it?
Talk to my grandma.
I'd be talking to a lot of dead people.
Now,
Okay,
what
but
if
he can only,
Grandma's up in heaven though? Like,
Yeah,
what if
you wouldn't be able to-
What if she took the portal? Like I'm saying, like, would you turn into a con man? Would you turn this into a job? Or
I'd
would
be
you
John
just deal with
Constantine.
this? Okay.
that would be the best
You're-
way to do it is to turn it into a con.
Wait a minute, Johnny, you're missing a perfect opportunity here.
Oh, listen, dude.
No. Say it then. Say it. Come
yeah,
on,
dude. I mean, that'd be great for Ghostbusters cosplay.
That's
if you could
exactly
get
what I
Ghosts
was
to
just
fucking
gonna
go
say,
with you.
But you know something? I would be like, I'll make friends with all the ghosts. Like, guys, go terrorize. I'll capture you, set you free. Give them a 6 months range. Go to a new house. Like, dude.
I'm not gonna lie. I'd probably go Bannister's route, but I probably would try to be a little bit more like official about it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe.
he wasn't even trying to be convincing. He was just
No.
bad.
Yeah, he's just like, I don't give a shit, dude. He's like, this shit.
Like,
is
yeah, I
actually
could totally
legit,
do
but-
this shit. Yeah.
He's like, it's real, but we're faking this right now.
Michael J. Fox does such a good job of portraying that.
He does, dude.
He really
Especially when he
does.
first comes into Ray's house right there in the beginning, and they're doing that first one, and like he just busts in, just starts asking the questions.
I think for that
float up. No,
I think for that reason, going back to the other possible alternate actors it could have been, I think that Matthew Broderick would have done a hell of a job.
What was Matthew Broderick doing at this time?
That was a couple years before Godzilla, so I don't think he was really doing much. He's probably doing like Broadway or something then.
Wait, no, wasn't. No, that was early 2000.
Maybe.
I was going to say Inspector Gadget, but that came later.
See, like I feel like Michael J. Fox just has these like certain little like quirks and everything that he like
His
just the way he
mannerisms.
acts- Yeah, like I
he-
just don't know if
Like,
I don't know if Broderick would have that would just kind of add to it or not.
I think
like-
early Broderick has really good mannerisms. I just think the films that he was in, the films that he was in later in his career didn't allow him to show his range or really
Right.
allow him to
So what it
express
was-
himself fully. Yeah.
That's when he married his succubus of a wife, Sarah Jessica Parker. So that fucking horse. And
See,
then
that's why I said like you compare like this is almost like if Ferris Bueller like hit rock bottom, this would be him.
would Ferris
Okay,
Bueller and Marty
okay.
McFly be friends? There's your question. would say
Younger
yes.
ones, yes.
Well, yeah, I mean, if they were both in high school, I could see that.
Oh yeah.
I see Marty being jealous of him though because he's got money. Ferris has got money, so. Could
Yeah,
be
but Marty
true.
ended up with money too at the end of the movie because he changed the timeline.
Well,
but
yeah.
Just remember one thing: Marty had the ability to change it all,
And he had that sweet truck.
and he had the DeLorean. Like, come on,
What
No,
the
I'd
fuck's
rather
on in the
back.
background there, Bob?
Mash.
Oh.
Oh.
Nice.
Well, I was trying to figure out what the fuck's going on.
Other than that, man, unless you guys got any questions,
I actually do, and I actually don't have an answer for it. See if maybe you guys do. Okay, so the woman whose husband the husband that died, Ray.
Yep.
Ray.
Why was his ghost decomposing faster than the other guys?
I was trying to figure that out as well,
Yeah,
but I honestly don't have an answer for that. Like,
I wonder if that was something that was answered in the director's cut.
Maybe he was using his ectoplasm too fast.
Maybe.
That's the
other
other thing I
guys
can
were being
figure because
sparingly on it. I don't know.
that's the other thing I can figure because it's like he was trying to stay like the same person. He was trying to stay, active,
Right.
like working out and shit. And I'm
And he's
guessing maybe he
following
just,
her around all the time, trying to do different shit.
yeah.
Yeah, I guess because he's also a new ghost, he doesn't really know what to do.
That would just be my guess. Is just because maybe he's just running through his ectoplasm fast enough. But yeah, he did decompose way faster than the other ones. Like obviously, yeah, Judge is fucking hundreds upon hundreds of years old, but
but he could still get it on. As
they don't call me the hanging judge for nothing.
He was not shooting blanks anymore.
I don't know if that's a factor because you look at how good shape Arlie Ermey's ghost was, and he was pretty active.
But he stayed in the cemetery just as a guardian. Plus, he said he had an 85-year tour. So I don't.
Right. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
That would be maybe
85 years left to his tour.
Right.
Who knows?
Damn.
I don't even have an answer for that now.
That's a good question, though, buddy. Honestly, Peter
Jackson, yeah.
That's right.
Someone call up PJ. We need answers.
Yeah.
Hey, PJ.
Alrighty. So, gentlemen, where did you watch this, and how was the quality?
Stars.
Universal. Paid for it.
Prime.
Perfect.
I watched it on Vudu. All right.
Oh, sweet. We all had a little bit of a different. Well, actually, TJ, yours is probably about the same because they had it on Stars through Prime, and then I could just rent it straight up through Prime.
Bingo.
Now, did the Stars do the same thing as the Prime did, like you said earlier?
Yeah.
Chad,
did you guys notice that?
Rip? No, I didn't have that on Vudu.
It was on Prime. It did the full FBI anti-piracy warning. Then right after that, it had the blue screen up that says this feature is rated R.
Oh,
and
yes.
Then it went into the movie.
Yeah, mine did that. Yes.
Yours did that too? Oh, mine didn't. That's weird. That's
so funny.
Ripping DVD burners. Boy, does that fucking go back. Jesus Christ. That was like one of those. I was expecting when you said that, like, I was like, did you get one of those shitty little ads of like, don't pirate DVDs? Like,
and yeah.
You know,
the funny thing is, just probably a couple weeks ago, I found a stack of blank DVDs that I have, like in a whole spindle. I look, I'm like, when's the last fucking time I burned a movie?
When's the last time you had a computer that could burn a fucking DVD?
This one does.
I know someone who does.
I say none of my stuff has disk drives. I'm fucked. Alrighty, so douche of the movie, gentlemen.
Oh, Henry Combs.
Who the fuck's Henry Combs? Jeffrey Combs?
Jeffrey Combs?
Jeffrey Combs. Yes. Sorry.
Henry Combs. That name does sound familiar though. Henry
does.
Hank Combs.
Hank
but
Combs.
I feel Jeffrey Combs.
I mean, he is a douche.
I agree.
Gary Busey.
I was gonna say I'd have to go with Jake Busey.
Jake Busey's character, the fucking serial killing fuck thing.
You good over there, TJ?
Yeah.
Look in the chat. That's good. That's good.
Yeah, I would have to say Jake Busey for sure.
Jake Busey's super convincing as a serial killer, and yeah,
it's pretty.
Suck.
All right.
I'm with Bobby though. I agree with Bobby.
You think it's?
I agree. I think it's Combs.
I mean, he is a fucking psychopath, dude. I would love to see like when he's not doing his job. What is he doing in his daytime? You know what I mean? His free time, like
sitting in
that
the
character's what happens if the X-Files went wrong.
Right. That's Mulder.
He's
Mulder if Mulder.
He's Mulder if Mulder never met Scully.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
I was in deep for far too long. Yeah, it's just like,
hey, man. What do you have, like a pentagram on his chest? He had a fucking few.
Was there a swastika too, or did I see? Was I
seeing
things?
That I don't know. I'm trying to think.
You might have been too on the nose with the Hitler
probably
could have been.
Yeah.
I mean, it's possible. There was a lot of tattoos and shit there.
Chad, Chad stroked out there for a minute, but we're good.
Oh no! Stop stroking it, would you?
All right, so we got our douchebag. That would be next. Would be favorite kill, gentlemen. I mean, there was a lot of heart strangulations in this.
Oh, did we do douche? I didn't.
We did douche.
Yeah, we just said douche.
Jake Busey. You said Jake Busey.
Oh, I thought we were doing favorite character.
No,
I mean that could be the same if you want.
No.
Who do you want to do for douche then?
I don't know
way
where
ahead.
I don't know where we're at. Yeah, I'll pick Jake Busey for douche. Okay, favorite kill.
Woo! Favorite kill.
I guess that the ending kill, because that was the one that just stood out the most. Really.
Massacre in Hospital.
I'm gonna have to go with a headshot to Jeffrey Combs.
That was cool because his ghost head was still there.
Right, it was just instant ghost head. It's like, whoop.
Yeah.
which makes you think if that's how it really was, like they'd be like, oh wow, that'd be fucked.
Hey, Ray knows about that, doesn't he?
What's that?
Ray knows
Yeah,
about
he
that,
does.
doesn't he?
That's right. Not the Ray in this movie.
No.
Oh, fucking A, dude. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go shotgun blast myself.
Oh my god, I just got that.
Oh.
Oh god. Oh wow. That was a good. Sorry.
It's a minute, but you got it.
What just popped in there,
I
Chad?
thought you meant like
just-
his head
it just
exploded.
popped-
Like what?
it-
And then it hit me. It's
it-
like, oh.
It just popped in there.
That's right.
That was good. That was very clever.
Ah. Good night, everybody.
All right, that's it.
Oh, fuck. So did everybody say favorite kill?
Yeah.
Okay. So best scene.
All right, well, so best scene for me is the first poltergeist, because he comes in and he's just like, oh yeah, spontaneous, and then he's like, but I offer a 6-month guarantee. Like, that's my
So his
favorite
whole
scene.
con shtick. Okay.
Yes, his whole deal.
Boss man, Chad Daddy.
For me, the best scene was my delayed reaction to the rake joke.
Yeah, that was a pretty good reaction.
But no, I think my favorite scene in the movie was the whole museum scene.
Ooh.
I'll agree with Chad.
Oh
That's
my
pretty
god. All right, can we talk about that for a second?
That was mostly because of all the practical effects with the moving of the mummies and everything versus CGI through the rest of the movie.
That was good. That was good.
I didn't think this movie was going to go with the hokey town police, but these motherfuckers were shooting at anything. Like they were just ready to
They didn't
shoot.
care. They
Fuck
didn't
no.
care. They were shooting
They
at
didn't
innocent
aim.
bystanders.
They didn't even fucking aim. They're just one shot and fucking no. The one dude trips when he comes out of the fucking museum, like he's all like
also
dizzy and shit, and then he
the
starts
chief of
just shooting.
police is Roger Predactor from fucking Ace
Oh
Ventura.
Jesus!
Oh
Christ.
yes! Oh my god!
I knew I recognized that guy.
Yeah.
Okay, so speaking of cartoonish violence like that, did you guys hear that Elmer Fudd has his gun back?
Yeah,
Does he?
I
Yeah.
didn't know he lost it.
Yeah.
Well,
Twitter got him.
Yep. WB took it
Yeah.
away.
Christ, dude.
fuck
Well,
taking
I guess it's good that it's back.
it. Damn right it is.
TJ, did you say best buddy?
Yeah, I agree with you.
Awesome.
Okay. I'm gonna have to go with Bobby. Actually, I think I still like the introductory to like his little con shtick.
Like
that was just funny.
My favorite line of that whole scene for him is he literally is putting the gloves on. He's like, but I offer a 6-month guarantee, of
That's right.
And then the coffee bag that pops out of the
6-month
top, and then he just shoves nonchalantly.
a 6-month warranty.
Yeah. It doesn't hurt him. Well, at least I think that's what the book says.
Relax, it's holy water.
And that's whenever he whips out his Necronomicon, and then we get the tie.
All righty. So, opening scene. Did it hook us in?
Mm-hmm.
What was the opening scene?
It was the haunting.
That whole chaotic haunting.
Then no, because we see it all throughout the fucking movie.
I would say it did, except for the CGI just threw me back a little bit.
Yes.
So it was a soft yes. It was a soft yes for me.
It was a quick introduction, be like, oh yeah, that's why I don't like this movie.
It was just I think it was just that red wallpaper, dude. For some reason they just couldn't get that shit to look well.
Yeah,
everything
that
else was not too bad, but once again, I think it also reminded me of the haunting. So that
Nightmare on Elm Street did it better.
Chad's like, will you stop?
They also did it
that fucking
practically,
movie?
though.
Yeah,
right. Not Nightmare 2010. Not that poop
Nightmare
down train wreck.
84.
But yeah,
That's Bobby's favorite Nightmare on Elm Street film. What are you talking
Woo! That's right.
When did I say this? I need to know. I need it written down.
TJ, that's
film.
That is as much his favorite Nightmare on Elm Street as Halloween 18 is your favorite Halloween.
Yeah.
about? Goddamn peanut butter on my penis.
The new Halloween Kills. We'll see.
Say what you want. The kills look brutal. Continue on.
I didn't watch the trailer.
Hey,
'cause it
Bobby.
gives too much shit away. I heard.
I
Bobby,
didn't do it.
he can
I
take
didn't-
down 12 firefighters, but a little girl can stop him from swinging his knife. Really
I
cool in
know.
a trailer, right?
Yeah,
Really
I know,
not contradictory at all, right?
I know.
Yeah.
Trust me. Listen, all right, real sidebar. Real quick. Listen, I am excited for the new Halloween, but I definitely watched that trailer and went, "Okay, wait a fucking minute."
I was told they give pretty much almost all the kills away.
Yep.
In
All
the
the good
trailer.
ones, at least.
That's why I haven't watched it.
Even Michael running.
And I even know like some of the. Well, I think we all do.
It's
but
edited to seem like Michael's like running. It's weird. The one where the guy's like fucking like in the basement and he's looking, and then Michael's like fucking charging at him. Like it's fucking strange. I think it's the boyfriend in the basement.
I know
Yeah,
a lot of the
trailer.
backstory already for it, so I'm like, okay, like all right, like I'm excited for it. Listen, I'm
He
going
looks
into
like
it as
Jason.
this looks.
He acts like Jason now.
I'm
the
going
remake
into
Jason.
going into this as now. Give me a fun movie. That's what I'm going into it as, and that's where I'm going to leave it for right now.
We'll see.
Continue on.
So that leads us to our best hits, hottest girl, best dick, hottest dude.
Oh, our main girl.
I mean, I'm gonna have to go with Michael J. Fox and probably
Where did
the
I
main
see
girl.
that girl before at?
She was.
What was her name?
well,
Lucy. Lucy. Yes, Lucy Lindsay.
She was in a movie with John Goodman called Babe. That was the Babe Ruth story. That's where I know her from.
Oh, I have seen that movie when I was a little kid.
There was John Goodman did good at playing him.
Dude,
I
John
thought.
Goodman does good at everything he does.
You kidding me? Absolutely.
Fucking love 13 Cloverfield Lane with him, dude.
I still did not see that one. I saw the first one. I didn't
neither.
watch that yet.
If you love John Goodman and his disrupted heavy breathing for 2 hours, then you will love that movie.
Well, I guess I know what I'll be watching.
No, it's all I enjoyed it a lot, dude.
All right. Well, I gotta watch it.
He sells
But
it for sure.
I would definitely say the main girl, the one who
Lucy?
ends up with Lucy, and then
Yeah.
Trini Alvarado. Trini Alvarado.
and
She
I guess
did
for Guy,
Dude, I gotta
yeah,
go
Michael J. Fox. Yeah, can't even go wrong.
Jake Busey.
Jake Busey. Jake Busey for everything.
And I won't even fuck around with no girl. I'll just go straight for Jake Busey all day.
All right.
All right.
Jake Busey and the girl and the psycho girl's mother.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
It's me, God. Oh, fuck. Who'd you got, Chad? Did you say? I apologize if you did.
I think I'll agree with you guys. Yeah,
Okay.
I'd go with what?
Oh.
Yeah, I guess I'd go with Michael J. Fox and then the girl.
Okay.
You have to.
You could say Arlie Emery. I would understand. I feel like this one we could definitely all agree on. Did the score set the mood?
Danny Elfman.
Oh,
just-
yeah.
I feel like this
It's
is
Danny
just-
Elfman. It's
yeah.
fantastic.
100%. Yes, it did.
Yep. Knocks it out of the park. Best song. I'm gonna have to go with Don't Fear the Reaper because that's the only one I remember.
Well, not only that, that's
the only one I can remember even.
Yeah, it's a shit variation of it. I wish I was
Yeah, I know. It's
yes,
not the
but-
original.
No,
I
yeah, no
understand.
cowbell.
Exactly.
no
Yeah.
cowbell, and it was like a '90s grunge version, and I was just like, "No, Peter Jackson, no."
But we'll go. But yeah, Don't Fear the Reaper. Yes.
Oh, god damn it, dude. No cowbell. Favorite character?
You know something? I'm gonna say the John Aston.
Ooh,
Actual.
the Judge.
I love Michael J. Fox, but John Aston because he's just the whole him fucking.
He's the bad guy from House 2.
Yes, he is.
You know, honestly,
No, he wasn't.
I'm gonna go. Wait,
It's
what?
that was a joke because it's a cowboy fucking thing in House 2.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That's a cowboy zombie.
I don't even remember House 2. I only remember the first one. The first one was the Vietnam one, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So favorite character.
Yeah, this is a tough one for me, but
Bow, bow.
I think I'm gonna have to go with Jeffrey Combs' character, dude, just because he was just so fucking crazy and out there, and like, I don't know, I loved every scene he was in on it.
Fair enough.
Especially
I'm actually going with Michael J. Fox.
Michael J. Fox. Fair enough. I mean, he's a hard one not to pass up.
Yeah, he is.
All right.
TJ, did you say?
I think Chad did.
Hey, hang on a second. Let me refresh real quick.
All right. Boss man, you were probably Mr. Busey again.
Yeah.
All righty. The Mr. Jake Busey, who plays a great psychopath, dude. Needs more roles.
He's got that look about him.
His dad
He gets it from his dad.
Yeah.
Come on, dude. Gary's fucking.
Watch Eye of the Tiger with Gary Busey, and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Dude's a badass.
Fuck yeah, dude. Last Gary Busey movie I watched Silver Bullet not too long ago.
I do enjoy that.
Oh, wait, no, Predator 2. Duh. See, that was awesome.
See, doesn't the guy from House 2 look exactly like the fucking ghost in this movie?
Yes, he does.
He does.
So
Like, I knew exactly where you're going with that, but
this question could kind of go for this movie, but seeing this is also a Chad's horror comedy pick, I don't know if we could. I feel like we all know where this is going to go, but was it scary?
In theme, yes.
yeah.
I mean, I guess like a ghost killer going around.
There's
just
a darker
murdering the whole
tone there.
town.
Yeah. It's a pretty...
very. Like, yeah,
Yes,
you
there
take all
is.
the comedy elements out of it. It's a way different movie.
Oh yes.
Especially the whole etching of numbers in the forehead. Like, that's a fucked up just aesthetic of it.
That's a Peter Jackson thing. You know, that's
Right.
just it's extra.
Oh
yeah. So, does it hold up today in
Not really.
2011? 2011.
CGI
2021.
doesn't,
Why did I say
no.
2011? Jesus fuck.
Not yeah. The CGI definitely does not. No.
Oh,
I
have to agree.
think it hinders the film being able to stand up with other films from around the same time, like the aforementioned Starship Troopers.
Now, is this one where you think they could go back through and like re-edit it, maybe clean it up a little bit better, or do you think it would just not really do much?
I think if it was made today, it would look fantastic.
I think if it was made today, though,
they'd
it
have
lose
to,
all the humor.
I think that. I
Like,
think
I
if they were to redo the effects, they'd have to be throwing a lot of money at that.
A lot, especially for the stuff when the ghost.
Again, if they remade the movie today, it'd be easy, and they would be able to do this a lot more effectively and efficiently.
Yeah, actually,
Right.
yeah.
We are also talking like over 20 years of
digital
progress. Yeah.
Improvements. Yeah.
And that's been insane. in
Oh,
and
which
of
by the
itself.
way, I forgot
What
to
was that?
mention that if we had done this episode a week later, we would have been exactly on the 25th anniversary of the release of this movie.
Oh, all right.
Well, we're a
So
week
you-
early, so make sure everybody next week check
So
it out.
you
And
audio,
this week.
So you audio listeners, you enjoy this week and prep for the movie by next Monday.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go. So let's see. We said scary, nay. Does it hold up to? Oh, that's right. Does it hold up today? No. Acting.
Oh,
Acting was
very
great.
good.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
Loaded
some of the
cast.
best. You can't say anything better than great.
Yeah, right. Nobody hammed this shit in. Do the sequel next week. There's no sequel. What?
There ain't no
What's he
fucking
talking
sequel
about?
to this.
Constantine. That's the sequel. No, next week's another good pick, but that's for later. Where are we at? Cinematography.
Fair.
It was actually really good. I think it was actually really good.
It was good, but for me, like not too many standout shots.
I mean, they had a lot of. I like the close-ups and everything, like to show the quirkiness of Bannister and stuff. Like I feel like they did a lot of, not tons of it, but there was stuff here and there that just helped show his mannerisms.
There
better.
is an IMDb for Frighteners too.
Oh God, no!
Get the fuck out of here!
That
Really?
doesn't mean anything. That
I
doesn't
know,
mean
I'm
anything.
just-
Somebody made an IMDb page for it.
I'm just Google searching it now, just because I'm.
We are not doing Frighteners 2. I do not want to ruin it.
There is no Frighteners 2.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's no.
Unless it's some fucked up Australian version, Brody.
There's some. Well, this is gonna have to be future research here. It's called The Frighteners 2 Female Trouble? No. Beyond the box set. What the fuck, dude?
Where are we on the questions?
Fuck, dude. We're on cinematography still.
It's not incredible. It's not pure cinema, but it's good enough to get the job done, and it makes the movie very watchable. There we go.
Yeah.
Fair
Very
enough,
well said.
actually.
Gentlemen, did you enjoy the premise?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Constantine.
right? Funny Constantine.
Mhm.
I like it.
100%.
Yeah, guy who sees ghosts, but comedy. Awesome. That brings us to our recycle, rewind, or remake.
I'm not
still
going to
would-
rewind it.
I will.
I will. I enjoy it.
Yeah.
I will
enjoy it for what
rewind
it's
it.
worth.
I will rewind it, but I also would almost like, and I hate fucking saying this, but I would almost ask him to pull a George Lucas and just kind of maybe like clean up the CGI if they could.
I'll go with Johnny Special Edition. This bitch.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like, if you could do
I will.
that-
I will agree with that, but I would not fully remake.
No,
But I
I'm
would-
not going
I
to
would-
say.
Yeah, I would rewind and clean up.
I wouldn't want to remake it because I feel like anybody that remade it would just have a way different tone to the movie. I feel
Yeah,
like you're not going to get anybody that's like Michael J. Fox to go with it, or director wise, unless you got Peter Jackson to come back and direct it again. Like that would be fucking. Then I'd be interested.
that would be a
But-
trip.
Has that ever been done before? Has a director ever tried? Well, besides Sam Raimi, I guess.
Didn't? Yeah, wait a minute. Wasn't Cabin Fever directed by Eli Roth twice?
I don't think he had anything to
I
do
don't
with the
think so.
reboot in 2016.
Are you asking if a director made his own reboot? Yes. Dick
Yeah.
Moss did The Lift, and then he did Down, which is a remake of his own film.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, more dick.
Alfred Hitchcock remade his own film with The Man Who Knew Too Much.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. All right, gentlemen, let's rate this bitch. Chad Daddy, it's your pick.
I gotta get the calculator. Hold on.
Wacky later. Pull up mine if you like, sir.
Whenever you're ready, buddy.
Shoot it.
You know, I am going to give this a solid 4. Based on the strong
Okay.
performances we saw in this. You know, shitty CGI notwithstanding, I think everything else just kind of rises above that.
3.5 for me.
All right.
I'll give it a 3.8.
3.8. And I'm going to give it a solid 4 with the Chad Daddy.
All right.
What's
Should give us
that?
about a 3.7.
I think that gives us an actual even 4. Ba-ba-ba-bum. 4. Oh my God, I can't do it.
Do it.
You said 3.8, Bobby?
Yes. Well, you can't roller skate in a buffalo herd. Can't
That would
roller
be
skate
3.8,
buffalo
sir.
herd. You can't
3.8,
roller skate
all right.
in a buffalo herd.
So 3.8 for 1996, The Frighteners.
What's next episode, Chad?
Tucker and Dale versus Evil.
Yeah,
Johnny
booby pick. No, was that my pick or is that Bobby's? That was
I thought
Bobby's.
that was mine.
Was it?
Yeah, that's Bobby's.
I thought that was-
I picked Stan Helsing. That's coming up.
Oh,
Yo,
that's
that's such a
Stan
fun
Helsing,
movie.
dude. So
Ah.
stupid.
But it's
Yeah,
that's what makes it fun.
Stan Helsing to me
unfortunately-
is the long. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Chad.
I was going to say I unfortunately won't be able to do next week's show because that's the last day my mother will be here.
Tucker
Ah.
and Dale versus Evil.
So I got to do some family time, you know.
Scuba.
Scuba
if you were
Steve.
listening,
Get your
Or
ass,
any of-
get your ass to Mars and get on the show next Monday. Do it.
that's right.
So, just a friendly reminder that the Gore and More podcast is part of Project Louder. So head on over to projectlouder.net, your source for pop culture and so much more, and check out some of the other great podcasts, such as Ghoulies Unflushed, the TJ Bowser Power Hour, Big Bad Beetle Bros, Wrestling Ruined, Lights, Camera, Exploitation, and Fatality, a Mortal Kombat retrospective. You can listen to those on Audible, Spotify, Google Play, iTunes, or anywhere else you consume audio-only content, and of course on projectlouder.net. We will be appearing at Steel City Con from August 13th to the 15th. Come by the Project Louder booth, support us, check out what we have to offer, meet the hosts, do all the fun stuff. Can't wait to see you there, and stay tuned for more great content coming at you from Project Louder. This is your host with the most, the pod boss, TJ Bowser, signing off.
This is your Chad Daddy saying I'll see you bitches in 2 weeks.
Ooh. This is your Fluff Master Supreme, Mr. Big Johnny D saying, see y'all later, Gorehounds.
This is your killing machine, Bobby and Moan saying, we'll see you next week, fuckers.